Ladies and gentlemen, my first guest tonight is the author of several books, and as Time magazine says, her image is synonymous with sex. Please welcome the very sexy Dr. Ruth. Happy holidays, Dr. Ruth. Very nice to have you with us. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Do you know what?
What's that?
You talked about January and February.
Yeah.
You forgot to tell your audience that it's the best months for snuggling in bed. To go right after this show into bed. And to hug.
But you know what? The important part of that sentence is after this show, right?
Of course.
That's the time for sleep. 1:35, biologists have found, is the best time to go to sleep.
Not to sleep.
What?
Snuggle.
Right.
And then maybe some little bit of sex. Maybe.
Well, maybe. Let's not get crazy. You never know, Dr. Ruth. Well, speaking of the holidays, are there any food, like everyone, this is the time of year when everyone puts on a big spread for food, all kinds of food. Is there any kind of food that you would suggest, you know, might help your sex life at all?
You mean your sex life?
Hey! No problem here, Dr. Ruth. Actually, if you could stick around after the show. Having a little trouble. Actually, since the late 70s, yeah. Is there a food, actually, that people in general should consider?
Some people think that oysters have a certain substance that goes right to the brain and to some other parts of the anatomy. And if they believe in that, then they should eat oysters as many as they can.
Oh, you eat them? Okay, good. Okay.
But
I thought maybe you applied them or something. I didn't know. That's what I tried, and nothing was happening, Dr. Ruth.
Because you need your brain.
I glued them on, yeah. All right.
But what's really very important is it doesn't matter. Maybe some people will get turned on by Max's orchestra playing.
No, that's true.
All that's needed.
Yeah.
All
I know. Dr. Ruth, when I hear Footloose, I go crazy myself. Come on, one more time. I just, hear this. I'm ready to go right now.
Now,
okay.
in terms of food,
yeah,
there is no question. If somebody is eating a big meal, especially you men, right afterwards you are too tired. You can't have an erection. You fall asleep. So, if you eat a little something, whatever it is, and you tell your brain, this cauliflower, this carrots, whatever it is fantastic. It's sexually arousing. But you have to have
my imagination is not that good. To get all worked up about a cauliflower. Oh, baby, yeah. I just don't have. I have an okay imagination, but I'm no genius.
But if you had a little bit of imagination, if you were sexually literate, maybe, you know, if you talk to me a little bit longer.
Okay.
For example, the cauliflower might look like a certain part of a woman's anatomy. It should just make you think.
That poor woman!
What happened?
My God!
What is really important is that it does depend on your brain.
The brain, it's all the brain, it's all imagination. It's how you feel and think.
And a good partner.
And a good,
and a cute face like his. Look at his face. Look at him.
He has the sweetest face in show business. Yes, he does.
So what it means, a good relationship, it does mean laughter.
Yes.
And in that,
I get a lot of laughter in bed. No problem there.
I would think that you might be very good in bed because you know a little bit.
Keep talking about this, about how I would be good in bed.
Because you know how to make conversation. You know how to look into her eyes.
Yes.
Look at you. Look at you. You know how to promise her maybe an engagement ring. Something like that.
You lost me there. But it's all about, you're right, so much of it, you know, guys get hung up on their body and stuff like that, but what you're saying is that that doesn't matter, right?
What I'm saying now.
Thank God for that. You know, we have to do a commercial break, don't we? But can you stick around for the commercial break? I want to talk to you more, because you're on the internet now, and I want to find out, you've just invaded everyone's home. I want to find out. I want to find out what the hell is going on, so you don't want to miss this. Stick around, more with Dr. Ruth in just a moment. Dr. Ruth. Lou Diamond Phillips coming up in a bit. You don't want to miss him. Now, Dr. Ruth, you're on the internet now. Now, tell me about this. What's going on the internet? What are you doing with people?
Anybody like me who needs to talk about those things has to go up to the superhighway of technology because that's where all of you people are watching and clicking in. 1,200,000 hits. Now,
that's incredible. Now, is the internet a sexy place? Is it a place that gets people feeling sexy in your...
First of all, I hope that somebody learns something about preventing pregnancy.
There's good stuff you can learn.
Unintended pregnancy, preventing a sexually transmitted disease.
All good, all good.
But I don't mind. Watch his face now, what I'm going to say.
What?
I don't mind if somebody doesn't have a partner for tonight, for example, and gets a sex tip of the day from the webpage and masturbates. It's perfectly all right. Because it's better than to go out and to
wait, how do you type at the same time? Seriously. What?
One hand. First of all, one hand might be enough. The other thing, you first type the idea in. You let the idea come to your brain, and then, but I want to tell you something, not to go out and make a date with somebody that you talk to on the internet. That would be like going to a bar and picking up somebody you don't know.
So you say don't make a date over the internet, but you can do other things on the internet.
Yes.
If you can type with one hand, yeah.
No,
my God, all right.
Type with two hands.
Right.
And then later, turn off the light if you want to. No,
I forget. But, okay, so this is but there are people out there that, you know, I mean, they're going to be like, my kid's up there a long time with that computer, you know, and they're going to want to take the computer away. It's going to don't you think some people are going to react negatively to that, or no?
Okay, what parents have to know, if somebody stays up there for 4 or 5 hours, that would worry me. Because that means they're not playing football, they're not in school, they're not doing anything else.
Exactly, okay.
Phone bill. Oh, Lord.
You've experienced this problem, Andy. Oh, my God. All right, so you're saying, and you always have a sex tip for the day on the internet. What's the sex tip for today?
Okay, the sex tip for today happens to be that for some women, after they achieve sexual satisfaction, you know what I talk about, an orgasm. They might even, if you were wonderful, if you engaged in foreplay, if she really loves you, and if she has a very strong orgasm, she might lose a few seconds of consciousness. Just a few seconds, and it's okay. And
Dr. Ruth, what do you mean this happens sometimes?
And she doesn't have to worry about it.
What?
You don't have to worry about it if it's something a little bit more
They actually lose consciousness? Seriously?
A few seconds.
Right.
A few seconds, there might be such tremendous pleasure that they might lose consciousness.
And that's your, what kind of sex tip is that? That's just making all us guys feel bad. That's not what kind of tip. Where's the tip part? Where you learn something.
The tip
I
part
just learned that I'm doing something wrong. They fall asleep. They don't lose consciousness, Dr. Ruth. Are you all right? You okay? I killed Dr. Ruth. You all right? You okay? Andy, administer the Heimlich.
Are you okay?
Are you all right? Seriously?
Yes.
Okay.
What heck?
Seriously, just a little water went down the wrong way. Okay.
Talk something.
Talk something? 407 years ago, our father brought forth from this continent a nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
And say orgasm.
Orgasm. What? That was not in there. Lincoln thought of putting that in, but took it out. He thought it was inappropriate. Are you all right?
Yes.
You've recovered?
Yes.
Okay.
What happens is, the tip is that if something like this happens, and if you get worried about it,
right,
then maybe you should ask a doctor. But otherwise, you should just engage in fabulous good sex.
Go for that great orgasm. That's what you're saying. All right. Just a little water went down the wrong way. She'll be fine. All right, well, let me mention this. Everyone can visit Dr. Ruth on the internet at www.drruth.com. What has this world come to? You kids and your crazy computers. I don't know what you're talking about. But thank you very much. And, of course, the book Sex for Dummies is out there. Everyone can read that.
Right.
Believe me, I've read it many times. There's a book for me, I thought. Dr. Ruth, thank you very much.
Thank you.
She'll stop coughing any second now. Lou Diamond Phillips, David Tell coming up. We'll be right back. Stick around.